I'm your host with the most, Logan 23. You're joining me for BloodBound 3, Chapter 6, The Legend. A month after meeting with Pembroke and the mayor, you help Adrian prepare to give a big speech to the newly settled survivors of New York. Adrian paces the length of the dressing room, running lines of his speech to himself while the rest of you get comfy. I can't believe they put a gourmet nut mix in here and fancy sparkling water? Lily, you've drunk $1,000 wine at Dracula's castle, and you're not impressed by gourmet nut mix? I had to change the outfit, I'm done with it. I'm a gal of simple taste. Yeah, well, remind me again why Adrian is the one doing this and not the mayor. They agreed it'll go over smoother if the survivors are dressed by another survivor, especially a high-profile one. He gestures to Adrian, who pauses and glances at his note cards. Pembroke's idea, now that the city is being reopened, they need a big public figure to soothe any lingering fear. The public thinks Adrian survived the incident, therefore he's the perfect person to assure everyone it's safe to come back. Yeah, well, if Joe Schmo and I thought my city had been destroyed by some kind of insanity virus, I don't think the Adrian could convince me to come back. Are you claiming you're immune to Adrian's charms, Jax? I'd wager this Joe Schmo is more resilient than you think, Jax. Besides, you know New Yorkers, they'd never abandon their city. Huh, okay. Hell yeah, we wouldn't. Adrian is still pacing and rehearsing a speech. You get up to join him. Hang on, are you Adrian Raines nervous? Wouldn't call it nervous, I just really have to sell this. I have to convince the people of New York that the threat is gone. Still, you notice his tie is a little crooked and the corners of his eyes are pinched. Give him a kiss for luck. Press your palms against Adrian's chest and lean in to give him a searing kiss. When you pull away a moment later, he looks a little dazed. A little something to give you strength. Well, what do you know? I feel more confident already. Give him a smile and straighten his lapels before shepherding him towards the door. Make sure to smile. Show off that dimple. Don't do anything you do. Or don't do that annoying thing you do. You know the one, the annoying one. Also be sure to look into the camera. Eye contact does wonders. I'll take that all into account. Is Raya coming? I imagine she'll be in the audience with the others. Yeah, she definitely wouldn't miss this. I think she's coming with the mayor. Still feels weird to me. Us out like this, meeting with the mayor, holding fancy press conferences. Long way from the Shadow Den. Let's put it this way, this guy's walking around our city with a samurai sword on his back and no one bats an eyebrow. You have a weird outfit for more than a couple of weeks and everyone goes and loses their mind. Maybe too far. Soon enough, the door swings open and a stage manager with headphones pops in to tell Adrian he's up. Here goes nothing. I'll follow Adrian backstage. He clears his throat and rolls his shoulders back as the murmur of the crowd and the reporters filters through. Good luck, Adrian. You'll be fine. Remember, dimple. Don't mess it up. Adrian smiles at you and goes to step out on stage, freezes mid-stride. What? The rest of the crowd around him to appear at the stage because someone is already at the podium. What is she doing? By the looks of it, upstaging Adrian. Adrian watches thoughtfully as Raya adjusts the mic and smiles at the crowd. Let's see what she has to say. Get a little closer. You break off from the others to get a little closer to the stage, your eyes on Raya. The crowd already seems enraptured by her, the flash of cameras sparking out in the audience. What's all this about? Raya draws in a breath to speak. Friends, neighbors, New Yorkers, my name is Rheya Apostolos, and I have been working closely with Mayor D'Angelo in the effort to reopen the city. We're pleased to inform you that the time has finally come. New York is safe again for its citizens to return. There's some applause from the crowd, but Rheya lifts a hand and they quiet immediately. The city is restored, but there is still so much we have to rebuild. In order to do so, we must come together as a community. I have seen devastation before in my home country. I have seen extreme loss, magnificence turned to ruin, so many dead. But nothing is ever truly lost. Our city took a toll, but its foundation has remained strong. Strong like its citizens. A brief cheer erupts from the crowd. Even the reporters have set down their notepads and microphones, their eyes glued on Rheya. So far, so good. Is this anything like your speech, Adrian? Adrian has a distant look, like he's gazing into the night sky. I don't know. The words are similar, but the way she says them, it's more powerful. Like, these are truths I've always known. You can barely hear him. Most of your attention is narrowed in on Rheya, on the way the spotlight glides her body, her regal posture. Her voice around you seems to dig deep into you, stoking some urge you didn't even know you had. Wow. Rebuilding the city will not be easy. Recovering from the trauma will be even more difficult. But we can and we will. I believe in all of you. I believe in tomorrow. A better tomorrow. She spreads her arms out as if to embrace everyone in the room. Come back, my neighbors. Return to your city, your homes, your families. We are waiting. The audience jumps to their feet with a wild cheer flooding the room. Rheya stands there and smiles demurely and benevolently. As the applause continues, you retreat from the stage with the others. I'll admit, when Rheya dissolved the council, I was uneasy, but I have to believe she was our best interest at heart. The way she was able to enthrall the crowd like that, these reporters didn't even ask any questions. That's a first. It was amazing, honestly. Council who? I gotta say, it's kinda nice to have someone just take control rather than bickering for hours on end about every little thing. What do you think of her speech, Amy? I am peering between the lines. It was a little vague. I mean, I don't know. It sounded nice, but what exactly did she say? You don't have to try and spare my feelings, Amy. I'm quite content with not having to give the speech. No, it's not... Never mind. Rheya joins you backstage, practically glowing with energy, as she feeds off of it. I figured out her power. What a rush that was. Did you hear that applause? Thank you for speaking on our behalf. What you said will touch so many people. I certainly hope so. Also, Adrian, I'm sorry that I took your moment in the spotlight. I acted impulsively. Forgive me. There's nothing to forgive. You did well. I appreciate that. In fact, I think this calls for a celebration. Why don't you all come to my new home? We can share a drink and I'll give you all a tour. I'd love to, but Camille and I have a meeting with Seraph, and some humans who were caught in the city need their memories altered. Ah, yes. An unnecessary errand, to be sure. Rheya turns to the rest of you. What about you three? Care to join me? Lounging around with a drink in is my number one hobby. So yes, absolutely. I thought your number one hobby was gaming. Have they changed that too? Yeah, why not? I've got nowhere to be today. Okay, I'm game. Then it's settled. I'll take our leave before those reporters descend on us. Rheya's driver pulls up to the manor outside the city. You can't help but gape. Wow, this is beautiful. Holy murder mystery parties. How did you manage to nab this place? When I told the mater I had nowhere to live, he began to look into suitable accommodations. Suitable is like an apartment. The previous owner was killed in the chaos, the poor thing, but at the moment, that meant it was free. And thanks to the mayor's help, I was able to snatch it up at a great value. You all got out of the car and entered the main grounds. You taking the sprawling courtyard with a smile. Wait, so all of this is just for you? Oh, absolutely not. That would be incredibly wasteful. I've managed to bring in vampires made homeless by the attack. Everyone is welcome. That's so kind of you, Raya. It's honestly the least I can do. Call the coven. Let's not just sugarcoat this. You approach the main doors and see Dracula standing in guard. His arms crossed, he narrows his eyes at you. What are you doing here? We're having some friends over, darling. I told you that we have a history. Do I kill you now or later? Yeah, a history of you being a rat traitor. Oh, rats catching on. Now, I told you both that the past is the past. All crimes are forgiven so that we may move forward in our shared future. That's better than Drac deserves. I'm all for forgiveness, but this guy's the worst, really. He's just awful. Big words from a low-down thief. Rheya shoots him a glance that could curdle wine, and he bites his tongue. I understand that there's bad blood between you all. Bad blood. Because we're vampires. I'll stop talking now. Please. But that was the old world. The world defined by Gaius and the Xenocrats. The world shaped by my absence. I offer you all the chance to let that go, to unshoulder all burdens, to be reborn. I like that. Me too. Follow Raya inside and gape at the beautiful decor, and the others looking around with wide eyes. Come, let me give you the tour. Raya leads three of you through the manor. You see some other vampires in the sitting rooms, and they give you curious looks. How many others live here? At least 10, but more and more are beginning to come. There's more than enough room for them here. Also, almost like a vampire commune, like a shadow den. Or the best reality show ever? Can I move in and day drink and start drama? I'm very good at drama. Come, let me show you my favorite room. You all enter a large, elegant ballroom. Oh, wow. Wow, Raya, this is beautiful. Isn't it? I come here often. It helps me when I need to be alone and think. She stands in the middle of the ballroom, smiling up at the ornate chandelier above her. The three of you drift closer towards her, drawn to her warm, welcoming presence. It's amazing how, to think, far from home I've come. To be here with all of you now fills me with such profound joy. She holds out her hands, and Lily and Jax each reach out to take one. I'm so proud of you, of how far we've all have come. Lily's eyes fill with tears even as she grins, and Jax ducks his head. But there's still so much we have not accomplished, so much more our hearts desire. She turns to Lily and cups the side of her face. You still desire a purpose. You fear that you're just an addition, that you don't contribute enough. She's getting in you people's heads, Jesus. You deserve a purpose, Lily Spencer, to stand here by my side to help me in making the world a better place for vampires. I promise you that you will always have a place here. Lily sniffs and nods, wiping at her eyes. Rheya turns her soft smile to Jax. Jax, dear Jax, I have heard of your good deeds, the way you brought the clanless together, protected them. After all that, you deserve to rest, to take some time to yourself and simply live without fear. Rheya. The two of them hold onto Rheya's hands as they take in her words, but you can't help but smile at the hope on their faces. Then something catches your eye on the floor of the ballroom. It's a tapestry fragment. Oh. Make your way towards it, hand extended, and you can sense something ancient about it, a foreign place far flung in time. Ikeo Nakamura? Really? What are you, demon? And what do you want? You deserve the truth. I will give you the truth. Whoa. Just take it. Following you, reach out and touch the tapestry fragment. Ah! The ballroom fades around you, and you are flung through time. To feudal Japan, 1294. In a beautiful chamber of a castle belonging to the Nakamura clan, two women share a drink. More sake? Yes, thank you. The lady of the castle pours another drink for Camilla, who lifts her cup in thanks and takes a sip. It's excellent. I'm glad you think so. I wanted to save the best for our foreign guests. As they drink, Eiko glances at Camilla with a small smile. So what brings you here on your travels? I wanted to see how you were doing, actually. I'm sorry to hear about your father. Eiko takes a deep breath and sips at her sake. Father is not getting any better. He will surely die any day now. He is not fit to give orders, so I have been keeping the clan running on my own. But soon I will become the true leader, and they will be forced to address me as head of clan. I admire your tenacity. They should be grateful to have a powerful woman like you fighting for them. My heart swells to hear you say that. Rheya puts her hand down, her pinky finger brushing Camilla's. This is why I take such stock in your advice, in your attention. Two women share a knowing smile. It is the least I can do. I want to see you succeed. Believe me, no one wants that more than I. What else are you planning for your ascension? Are you looking for a husband? Sighs and gazes up at the stars. There is no man I am particularly interested in. Perhaps I'm not interested in men in general. I see. In that case, I see no reason for you not to claim head of clan on your own. Perhaps with a woman as fierce as you by your side. They're suddenly interrupted by a loud call from the castle. We've done it. The battle has been won. Akashi Watabe. An overwhelming victory. This would teach the other clans that the Nakamura name will not be so easily tarnished. The two women smile indulgently as the men laugh and jostle each other, walking towards the bench. Did you see the way his head practically flew off his shoulders? This is almost as beautiful as Sanosuke toppling off his horse and onto a spear. I'm glad the battle went well. Congratulations. We have Gaius to thank for that. Slaps Gaius on the back. The two of us leading the Nakamura warriors, we will be unstoppable. There'll be no battle we cannot win. Miko looks contemplative as she gazes at Gaius. She smiles slightly. Yes, that may be true, but a battle won here and there means nothing if the war is lost. She stands and waves her hand. Suddenly guards rush forward, leveling their weapons at Gaius and Camilla. My lady, what is the meaning of this? For some time now, I have been troubled by our guests. What? Their insistence to stay inside during the day, their inhuman strength and speed, the recent disappearances in the village. Camilla stands slowly, keeping her gaze locked on Akayo. He stares back, unbending. What are you, demon? And what do you want? Gaius scowls, his hands tensing, but Camilla puts a hand on his arm in warning. You deserve the truth, so I will give you the truth. We are the creatures who are as ancient as we are powerful, and yet we want what any human wants: adventure, sanctuary, peace. No matter where we go, hatred and violence drive us away. All we want is to live without fear, to be free. Instead of cowering, Eiko steps closer, looking intrigued. And if I give you that sanctuary, if I offer you the freedom you seek, what will you offer me in return? Camilla steps up to meet her, caressing her face with a smile as her fangs poke through. Eternal life. Really? The vision dissolves and you find yourself back in Rheya's ballroom with a gasp. Camilla and Gaius, that's a whole chapter of their history I didn't know about. He's holding what looks like to be a pistol or a weapon. Your head spinning with the vision, you turn back to the others like nothing happened. Come, let us finish the tour. Follow Raya out of the ballroom into the large courtyard. When you step outside, the three of you freeze in shock. What the hell? Is that... You see it, too. In the middle of the courtyard is... Gaius tree? No. You back away quickly, heart racing. You can still remember the feeling of a stake plunging into Gaius' body, the sight of the roots and branches bursting through him. You can feel the sword he stabbed you with, killing you. No. You cower back, doubling over as Jax and Lily try and soothe you. Amy, it's okay, he's trapped. He can't hurt you anymore. You're okay, Amy. You defeated him, it's over. But their words can't reach you as the terror grows stronger within you, shaking you apart. I can't. and then a hand touches your back. Forgive me, Amy, I thought it would be better to keep him close, where I can keep an eye on him. Even after all of he's done, I couldn't bear to destroy him. Her arm slides around you, holding you up. A subtle warmth weaves through you, stilling your shaking. I feel a sense of duty to watch over him as his creator. I hope you can understand. Is he still alive in there? Alive and in pain. Good. You begin to catch your breath, your tight chest losing its tension. Bit by bit, you realize you've been clutching the spot where Gaius stabbed you. I'm sorry. Shh. I know. You can't help but lean into her, reveling in her warmth and support. Finally, the panic dissipates, leaving you exhausted. You don't understand. The fact that you have him here, he should be destroyed. He should be kindling. He killed me. Thinking out loud brings another shiver of fear through you. I do understand, Amy, more than you think. Still, I apologize for not realizing that your reaction might be for not warning you. Rheya! The scream cuts through the courtyard, making you all turn towards the source of vampire. Runs up to Rheya with a body in her arms. Rheya, help! It's Lula! Lula? You remember the child from the child vampire from the Shadow Den, but the figure in the vampire's arms is badly burned, shuddering, barely alive. What the hell? Rheya rushes to them, standing over Lula with furrowed brows. What happened to her? I don't know exactly how it happened. I just found her like this. She must have been trapped in the sun. Dax hisses as Lily winces. The burn of the sun. That's the one thing a vampire can't recover from. You mean she's gonna die? Oh my god, no. Poor Lula. Rheya takes a deep breath and closes her eyes, and then gently presses her hands to Lula's burned body. No, it'll recover. Please. Hold on, my child. As Rheya holds her hands to Lula's body, you watch as the girl's skin begins to slowly heal. Whoa. Am I actually seeing this? But it's real. Rheya heals the sun damage from Lula's body slowly yet steadily until the girl is fully restored. What? Lula gets up as Rheya sits back on her heel, smiling. There, my child, how do you feel? I feel great. Thank you, Miss Rheya. The girl hugs her around the neck, and Rheya hugs her back. Lily grins, and even Jack smiles, moved by the scene. They stare at Rheya with awe and reverence, like she's a goddess. Ah, Rheya, the real thing, isn't she? Yeah, she's incredible. Uh-huh. You marvel at Lula's healed face, looking from her to Rheya's warm smile. I can't believe it, she actually did it. Oh my god, are you buying this now too? Rheya instructs the other vampire to get Lula inside and cleaned up, and then she turns to you. I apologize that you had to see that. Still, I'm glad you came today. I realize you all have duties to return to, but please know that you're welcome here anytime. Thanks, Rheya. You've earned my trust. Yeah, thanks for having us. We'll definitely be back, and think about the reality show you pitch. The Real Vampires in New York. The others prepare to leave. Rheya touches your arm. Amy, wait. I've been thinking about you quite a bit lately. There are some questions I'd like to ask you about your nature, your powers. Will you stay here with me a little longer? Stay at the manor with Rheya to learn more about Rheya's past and experience a vision of your future to come. I don't trust her. Sorry. I'm in a rush, and there's a lot I'd like to learn about you. Perfect. Come, my child. Let's have a drink, You and Rheya find a quiet room to sit in. Rheya takes a bottle of wine and 2 glasses down from a shelf. I remember that wine in Greece. It was tartar then, not as distilled as the wine is now. Which do you prefer? She thinks about her answer as she pours you each glass. You know, it's hard to say. They're both exquisite to me. She gently clinks her glass against yours when she sits across from you. To healing. appealing. Raya studies you as she takes a sip, her demeanor calm and focused. Forgive me, Amy. I can't help but want to ask you questions about yourself. Is that alright? Oh, yeah, sure. First of all, who were your parents? Did either of them exhibit any sort of powers? Not really. They're pretty normal. All things considered, my mom works for a bank and my dad's a teacher. I see. And what about your childhood? Did you encounter anything strange in your youth? Well, I thought I saw a ghost once. I was at a sleepover with some friends and went up to use the bathroom, but when I was washing my hands, I saw a girl covered in blood in the mirror. Oh? Yeah, but it turns out my friends were just playing a prank on me. They used ketchup. Ah, I see. That's not quite what I was looking for. I meant anything out of the ordinary, anything related to your powers. She taps her temple, never breaking eye contact. You never experienced anything related to your blood-keeping ability while you were growing up? I mean, I don't think so. So you never had any powers manifest as a child? Nope, perfectly normal childhood. A happy one. I guess. Happy enough. What do you mean by that? My mother, she could be distant. Some days she was the perfect loving mother, and others she'd just vanish, retreat into herself. Whole weeks would go by and she'd shut away in her room. I missed her so much. But anyway, that was nothing to do with us. Or does it? How did you come to know that you were a bloodkeeper? Well, there was this other vampire with psychic abilities, Jameson. He told me. But he betrayed us and defected to Gaius. I see. She finishes her wine and pours herself another glass, lost in thought. I'm curious, Amy, because I find the Bloodkeeper line something of a mystery. I'm still not certain how it came to be or how it works. One human woman born every generation receives all the memories of the vampire bloodline. How, why, and who chooses them? Or who is chosen? We're connected, intertwined, and yet I still don't understand how, which is why I find myself so fascinated by you. I wish I had the answers, but I'm just as in the dark as you are. I know hardly anything about who I am or what I am. Rheya gets up to slowly pace, tapping a finger against her wine glass. I wish to prevent that confusion from hindering your life, Amy. We did mine. What do you mean? I was the very first of my kind. It was isolating, terrifying. Gaius was the soldier who led me to the caves. Did you know that? He offered me his knife. And with that knife I carved into the tree of eternal life. When I drank from its sap and transformed, I did not feel powerful. I felt scared, alone, with no idea who or what I was. But when I arose from the caves, I suddenly knew I was an emissary from the gods themselves. They chose me for this. So I exacted my vengeance on the king, took his throne, turned Gaius Xenocrats, and I was no longer alone. I was no longer the only one of my kind. She turns to you, her expression wistful. I don't want you to feel that fear and lonesomeness, Amy. Rheya, I'm not alone. I have others. They've done nothing but treat me well. We have each other's backs. She smiles at you and comes to sit back down. I'm truly glad to hear it. I have not noticed your bond, especially with Adrian. Look down at your glass, sheepishly. Tell me, do you love Adrian? Oof. Okay. Just quickly going through literally 3 books of how I feel about the other 2. Well, 3, technically. Camila, Lily, and Jax. I do. I'm happy every second I'm with him. Ah, to love and to be loved, to hold and be held. There is nothing greater. You hesitate, looking up at Raya. Did you ever have someone you loved? Grows quiet for a moment. When she speaks, her voice is soft. Yes, before I was turned, I had a betrothed. And a child. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, shit. Let me guess. She is your very, 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 very old grandmommy. It all makes sense now. We did not know this. I love them more than my life itself. Loved them so much it was like my heart was aflame in my chest. What happened to them? They were taken from me, murdered by my enemies. Ripped from my arms. Her grip tightens so hard, her wine glass shatters in her hand. The two of you stare down at it, the dark wine pooling with her blood, before the cut quickly heals itself. Rheya, I'm so sorry. She crosses the room and gets a towel from the nearby pantry. When she finally turns around to face you, her soft smile's back. She perches on the seat next to you, takes your hand. The past is the past. I've always found it best not to dwell on things you can't change. She gazes at you and burrows deep, almost mesmerizing. Amy, if you don't mind, I'd like to test your psychic abilities. Now? Why not? Now's as good a time as any, Well, then, yeah, let's do it. What do you need me to do? Not a thing, my darling. I'm going to open the channels between us. Keep your mind open, and as I keep mine as well. Yeah, I'll keep my mind channel open. Don't be afraid to open yourself to your memories and emotions. Also, do not be afraid to peer into mine. I'm going to try and find a memory of mine, and I want to see if I can share it with you. With that, she closes her eyes, and you do the same. You try to find Rheya's mind palace, but it's difficult. It's either so large or so hidden that you have trouble locating it. Where? A small portal opens up beside you, a window into a memory. You carefully step through it. The memory's hazy, half-formed. You blink and look around, you then realize a man and child are there. Cut in clear detail. My love. You watch as the child rushes into Rheya's arms, and the man kisses her tenderly. Mama! Oh, this is... The memory is already fading, your mind already tugging you back to your body. You open your eyes to find Rheya staring at you, stunned. She lets out a gasp, clutching a hand over her mouth. Did you see them? I did, your betrothed and child. Did you? Yes, I saw them too. Rheya's breath catches and she closes her eyes, letting tears gently stream down her cheeks. It's been so long. I'd almost forgotten. Thank you, Amy. Thank you for returning that memory to me. I know for certain now that if the gods made me for a reason, they must have made you for a reason too. Her hand finds yours and holds it tight. As she does, you're pulled into another vision. But it feels different. You can tell already that this is not the past, but the future. You see the floor of a nightclub, sleek, sophisticated, and a woman standing with with wires in her veins and metal in her skin. You see a distant island shrouded in death, darkness rotting like the grave, with terrible creatures lurking in the shadows. You see an opera house, packed with people. You feel a terrible pain in your heart, a wrenching, terrible loss. Oh, God. You collapse to your knees, reeling from the emotion, knowing somehow this pain lies ahead. Oh, please, no. You look up to see hundreds of terrified people staring at you, and then you feel something else, a hunger deeper than you've ever known. You can feel all their blood, all their life, all their power, and you need it. The urge to kill all of them is so strong, so overpowering. Your eyes feeling your power gather around you as they scream and beg. And just like that, you're wrenched back into the present, into the real world. You fall back, gasping, breathing, reeling. What is it, my darling? What's wrong? I saw it. But you can't find the words. The feelings are so strong and the details somehow are already a blur. It was horrible. It was so horrible. Rheya cradles you in her arms, holding you close. There, it's all right. I've got you. As she holds you, you feel your fear and panic melt away, replaced by soothing, comforting calm. I see now that our powers are linked, our destinies intertwined. Our lines were always meant to run parallel. We were always meant to walk together. The things we'll do, the greatness we'll create. The world will never be the same. Raya. Her eyes make yours, and it's like your whole body's glowing, like there's a fire melting through you. Will you stand beside me? Will you help me fix this world? Will you be my right hand? And in that moment, it's like you can't say no. Ray, I'm yours. I promise. Good. The two of you embrace, holding each other tight, long into the night. Great, so we've given in. Great, awesome. Cool, I'm your little Jiminy Cricket conscience going, no, stop it! When you return to Adrian's office, you find Adrian and Camila hanging out with Seraphim. Oh, hey, Seraphim. How did the memory stuff go? Well enough, all things considered. I feel awful for these poor humans. I saw, well, a lot of bad things, all of them bad. But they'll have some peace of mind now, at least. How was Rheya's place? Beautiful. Big. And Rheya herself, we bonded. I used my power and saw... Check your head, still overwhelmed by the memory. I don't know, it's a lot. And that's not all. She has Gaius there. Well, Gaius tree, I mean... We should see about destroying it if it can ever be destroyed. But Rheya put it in a place where she can watch over it. She'll make sure that nothing happens. We have nothing to fear with Rheya on your side. She'll smite any evil, put down any rising threat. Uh-huh. Tell me, Amy, what do you think of the goddess? She's overwhelming. Her powers, her way of influencing people, it's just a lot to take in. I understand, I was overwhelmed at first too. But if I'm being completely honest, I think she's also a little scary. There's no reason to be scared. Rheya will protect us from anything seeking to destroy us. She is, after all, our goddess. She can right any wrong, heal any wound. You literally sound like a puppet. Oh, speaking of healing. You tell them about Lula and how Rheya was able to heal her burns. Adrian and Camila seem startled. I thought no vampire could recover from the burn of the sun. It's amazing. I can't believe her powers go that far. This is proof, isn't it? That she's supposed to be leading us. Well, of course she's supposed to lead us. I think our absence all these years is why our kind has gone so astray. Why we had to suffer such a pain and turmoil. But the Order had the power to rise as it did with so many dead. It's all a lot to process. Let's process tomorrow. Tonight I need a drink. Are you guys going out? Would you like to come with us? There's a nice little bar that the local vampires put together to celebrate the city reopening. We could all use some downtime, no? That sounds like a lot of fun. This is a chance to have a fun, sexy night with Adrian, Camille, and Seraphim. A real one-of-a-kind opportunity. I hear it's a real one-of-a-kind opportunity. Yeah, why the hell not? Magnifique. This is going to be trustable. Four of you head to the vampire bar, which is already busy with patrons. You flash your fangs to the bouncer at the door, and he lets you in. Really. Music booms with the speakers as people dance and grind together on the dance floor, and in a large circular bar sits the middle of the room. Vampires feed sensually off each other as the others in skimpy outfits dance up on neon platforms. How is Lily not here right now? She would lose her mind. It certainly commits to its aesthetic, doesn't it? Well, Miss Amise, the night is young. Where shall we begin? Let's hit the bar. Drinks. A woman after my own heart. You all head to the circular bar, which glows with neon trimming. You hear the drinks menu hanging above. Whoa, a whole menu of blood cocktails. The benefits of having a bar run by vampires, I suppose. What do you have? I'll have the blood and sand. Tropical bloody sunrise. Oh, please come with one of those tiny little umbrellas. Your drinks comes with a large chunk of pineapple on the rim, as well as some cherries and tiny umbrella. Yes! Uh-huh. Yeah, people are okay with pineapple on their drinks, but not on their goddamn pizza! You twirl the umbrella in your fingers a couple times, and then tuck it in your hair. What do you think? Do I look, beach ready? You look like you're having a gaudy paper umbrella in your hair. Ooh, just once, Camilla. Play along. Take a sip and taste the fruity mix with rum, as well as unmistakable taste of blood. Yep, I'm calling it. Vampire bars are superior to human bars. So you've become comfortable with having to drink blood then? It's an acquired taste, and I've acquired it. As you enjoy your drinks, Seraphim nudges you. You look around and spot an empty pool table in the back and gesture for the others to follow you. I haven't played pool in forever. I'm probably rusty by now. Don't worry, mon ami. I will, as your man can say, carry the team. Care to join my side, Amy? Hell yeah, let's take these losers out. Hey, who are you calling a loser? You, because you're going to lose. I never lose. Mila sets up the balls, and you select a pool cue. Seraphim winks at you. I admit I wanted to pair with you because we're sure to win with our special advantage. What do you mean? Our psychic powers. I bet we can use them against these two. I like the way you think. Let's do it. The game starts off strong with Camila sinking 2 balls before it's Seraphim's turn. She looks up at you. And then it's like her voice is gently whispering in your mind, a soft tickle only you can hear. I'm going to knock the 3 into the 4 to set up for you. Just hit the 4, ball into the corner pocket. Seraphim lines up the shot, pretending to be disappointed that she didn't sink a ball. I see someone was talking a big game without being able to back it up. After Adrian's turn, you approach the pool table. Okay, Seraphim, set up the shot for me. So I just have to hit the 4 into the corner. You hit the 4 ball into the corner pocket and sinks cleanly. Yes, thanks, Seraphim. That was perfect, Amy. Camilla's eyes narrow as she glances between you. You two are cheating, aren't you? What? Us? No. With you involved, like I believe that for a second. You really think you can hustle me? I'm 2,000 years old. I know every trick in the books. Well, then we'll just have to invent some new ones. You continue to play. Seraphim leans against the wall beside you. I'm not sure I've gotten the chance to say this yet, Amy, but I'm very glad to see you again. Although I admit I was surprised to find you turned. Yeah, it was a whole thing. No need to explain. I'm just happy that you are safe and whole. She takes your hand in hers and you share a smile between you and realize that for the first time in a long while you feel safe and it's exhilarating. Oh, what? Okay, alright, Pixelberry's just throwing this out there. You know what? Why not? You're a vampire. Live vicariously. You lean forward and catch Seraphim's mouth with yours. She hums happily and kisses you back. They did say a one-of-a-kind adventure. Her lips are soft, taste vaguely like cherry. Amen. She kisses you deeper, and you simply enjoy the moment. The music washes over you, and the neon lights playing over your bodies. For a moment, your minds connect, and you can feel a kiss both ways, a cyclone of sensation that carries you away. The sound of a cough breaks you apart, and you turn to see Adrian watching you with one eyebrow court. Hey, Adrian, you just blocked yourself, dog. Okay, you should have just watched. Let it go, advance a little further, then got involved, you know? The game. Oh, right. I forgot we were in the middle of kicking your ass. Let's finish them, Amy. After a very close game, you and Seraphim end up victorious. You cheers, you run around the table, lifting your cue above your head. Pool champions, pool champions. I'd say don't let them go to your head, though, but I think it already has. Adrian checks his watch and sighs. As much fun as this is, we should be going. Dawn's coming. Do you need one of us to walk you back home, Amy? Oh, come on! One-of-a-kind experience, my ass! Well, since you're offering... Really? Oh, come on! One-of-a-kind experience. Pixelberry, you're letting me down. If I'm gonna live like a vampire, I'm gonna be one. As you walk back home with Adrian, you can't help but marvel at the streets. Wow, it's only been a couple weeks, but the restoration effort is coming along nicely. Thank Raya for that. She's been pushing to have things back to normal as soon as possible. You're taking a deep breath, savoring the air that's no longer tinged with smoke. I'm glad we went out tonight. Lately everything's been so intense. We needed this. I agree. And in the future, I hope our nights tend more more happy or towards fun than life-threatening danger. Up outside your apartment complex and smile up at Adrian, and he smiles back tenderly. You tilt your chin up as Adrian leans down to kiss you. Your hand wraps around the back of his neck. His hand finds your waist, and then his arms wrap around you. His embrace is encompassing, comforting. You feel safe in his arms, like he refuses to let anything hurt you ever again. Amy, you're amazing. So are you, even if your dancing sucks. He laughs and kisses you again, deeper this time. You open up to yourself to him, the rhythm of your kiss matching the rhythm of your heartbeats. He slowly kisses your jaw, then your temple. You sigh happily. Good night, Amy. Sweet dreams. Good night, Adrian. You watch him walk down the street before heading inside, smiling. That night, you fall into a deep sleep. At first, your sleep is dreamless, but then, much like most of my sleep, vision comes to you in flashes, images of splashing blood, smoke, running figures, screams fill the air. What is... You see a pile of bodies at your feet, flies alighting on an open, unseeing eyes as limbs stick out haphazardly. Flames rise high in the sky, searing and intense, eating away at everything. The bodies, the city, and inches towards you menacingly. Oh no! You turn to run. Then you open your eyes to your dark bedroom, but you're not alone. Turning, you see Raya sitting on the bed beside you. She's completely naked and drenched in blood. Okay, alright. Oh my god. Then you wake up for real, covered in sweat as you sit up in bed with a gasp. You look at the spot where Raya was sitting, but there's no sign of her. Still, the smell of blood stays with you, metallic and cloying. What the hell was that? Pixelberry just throwing a bunch of shit at us, apparently. I have no clue what the hell's going on at this moment. I still don't trust her, but honestly, that's me. I don't trust a lot of people. Seriously. Seriously. Life experience. Anyway, with that being said, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down description below, links to social media, Discord, and anything likes to support me and my content. As you can already see, Mother of the Year is up on the channel. Unfortunately, I'm hoping there'll be a book too, but something tells me Pixelberry just canned it. So let me know, and let me know what you think on BloodBound today. It's a bit weird, don't you think? As for the one-of-a-kind experience, Pixelberry, depressing, let down. KK, thanks. You know what to do. Peace.